Everybody, welcome to Neurotic News. I looked across at you and I saw you like just blinking really slow, which is a great start to the episode, which is on theme. Okay, before we start, there's a lot of things to discuss, but before we begin, Dan and I are in Melbourne doing the Melbourne Comedy Festival. Then you are doing, after that, you'll do Sydney, Perth and Brisbane, I assume?
Yeah.
You're doing the Perth Comedy Festival?
Yeah.
Okay, so then after that, we're at Sydney. So we're on tour in those major cities, and we're in Melbourne right now. So you'd be crazy not to come and see us. We're in the same room at the Swiss Club in Melbourne. I'm at 6 and Rathy's at 9. 9, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a movie marathon.
Yeah, and in the middle is Dan Connell, who's actually a great comedian as well. So if you're really into stand-up, you could see 3 acts in one night if you know.
You know the movie marathons where
Yeah.
you'd see like Rush Hour, then
Another.
Philomena. Like they'd have it.
That's a weird. What's Philomena? Which one's that?
That's like a Judi Dench thing.
Yeah,
Like sometimes they wouldn't
Rush
have
Hour.
the same flavors
Right.
for all the movies.
Right, it's like Neapolitan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say it'd be funny to see Rush Hour, The Shining, and then a porno. Like
Yeah.
just have 3 really radically different.
It's like that is like Neapolitan ice cream, but one's pistachio. Like a David Lynch film, that's like having
Right.
pistachio instead
Right.
of vanilla or something in between.
Which flavor would the porno be? I wonder. Chocolate.
That's going to be,
Yeah,
chocolate. It's not,
it's a weird question.
yeah. If it's Japanese, matcha
Matcha.
ice cream.
What is matcha? I don't even know what it is.
I thought
Is
it was
that
a
like
green tea extract. That's what I think it is, but I have no
It's
idea.
based on green tea and they extract it.
Yeah, that's one phenomenon I have not, well, there's heaps of phenomenons I've not gotten into, but yeah, that's one.
That's a
Another
big one. Yeah, nah, just give me heroin myself. Just smoke heroin.
Instead.
Yeah. It's a supplement, I guess, of sorts.
Yeah.
You know how weird things make a comeback? I wonder if heroin will come back as some kind of weird health. Because people are microdosing nicotine. Did you know that? They're taking nicotine as a health supplement because apparently it helps you focus.
It's really opposite day. Every day.
It really is.
Every day.
Every day is opposite
Every
day
day is
now.
opposite day because it's like then they microdose mushrooms to help with productivity in like tech startup jobs and stuff.
Right.
But I remember just being younger, they'd be like, "Oh, he took too many mushrooms, and he had to go to another school."
Man, I remember a dude in my high school took LSD and then set off all the fire alarms and at night because it was a boarding school at night. You know what I mean? Like there were people that lived on campus and he took mushrooms, LSD and ran around and then was like, whoa, look at all the fish. And then he was expelled. But, you know, now that could be considered a wellness therapy to help with your Silicon Valley startup.
Yeah, doing acid and
Doing acid and setting off fire alarms.
yeah, that would be an interesting wellness protocol. to drop acid and then turn fire alarms on.
Yeah.
That because I never thought acid would make a comeback and mushrooms.
Well, yeah, I didn't see mushrooms making a comeback, but they really have. And they've gone down the path of saying they could be clinically antidepressants.
Yeah,
So they've really, it's strange times, isn't it?
and
It's very strange.
bread's gone the other way.
Bread's no good?
Well, bread, it's almost like they're like bread could cause psychosis.
They're saying that?
Well, they say that the keto diet can actually like prevent like schizophrenia and shit.
Jesus.
So like now bread could make
So
you,
now bread's dangerous, but LSD's good.
yeah, you eat too much bread, you have an imaginary friend.
Right,
And you do mushrooms to get a job.
Right. Yeah. To improve your stock portfolio
Yeah.
and your efficiency and your brain so you can make more money and be better on the real estate and stock market. And then you know, as a guilty pleasure, you have a slice of bread. It's a bit of a spin around, isn't it?
Yeah, you do mushrooms for work and then bread for debauchery. It's like, man, we're going to rent an Airbnb and eat bread.
Yeah,
For the
we're gonna
Bucks
have
party?
we're gonna have a big. Yeah, it's Steve's Bucks party, so I guess we should eat a loaf.
Yeah.
You know?
He's a tech startup.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, at work on Monday, I got to get some more LSD and microdose that so that I can, get my work done. Everything's backwards now. Everything's upside down.
Then it's like, yeah, we'll rent an Airbnb on the coast, get like we'll get a loaf of Helga's multigrain
Big weekend,
and just trip off the bread
dude.
because it gives you psychosis.
Yeah.
That's like next level brother science, where it's like
Bread's
you
poison.
stop eating bread because
Yeah.
it's like cures schizophrenia and stuff. Like,
Yeah, everything's upside down now.
but it does make sense when you eat a lot of bread,
You do feel.
like you feel a bit off.
Now I feel bad for giving so many to the ducks and stuff. When I used to walk my son around, we'd throw bread in the pond.
Oh, you think it could have?
Yeah, there'll be a couple of ducks that are like off their keto diet now. Whatever they're doing.
Because they might have just been on like
That's really
fish
dumb.
and stuff, like
Yeah,
sardines
yeah,
and
algae or whatever. What the fuck do ducks eat?
I don't know what. I don't know where the phrase "water off a duck's back" comes from. Because if you've ever poured water on one of their backs, they're not okay with it.
Yeah, that's a great point. I've fired water like splash ducks, and they seem really annoyed by it.
Yeah,
So it's like, are you saying water off a duck's back in the sense that it's aggravating you and making you swim away, run away? You know what I mean?
yeah, because
Like ducks hate you chasing them and putting water on them. It's one of the worst things.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of their biggest Achilles' heels is water on their back.
Yeah, when you abused me the other day, that was water off a duck's back, meaning I'm really angry about it and I don't want to be near you anymore.
Yeah, you've ruffled my feathers.
Yeah, exactly. There's so much to talk about in this episode, and I'm glad we covered all that because that was some important stuff, and I think our listeners are like, whew, good, off to a good start. Water off a duck's back, heroin, and bread. But I want to tell you this story that just happened. My dad is obsessed with, he's nuts. And as you know, I've seen me talk about him in stand-up and so on. And he's always nuts about his car. Like when I shot my film at his place, we weren't allowed to use his car. The film is about my brother Will, who's a racing car driver, one of the best ever. And he wasn't allowed to drive Dad's car. He's like, I don't want you driving the car. You'll scratch it.
As a professional, he was professionally
He's
racing.
one of the best drivers in the world, like an IndyCar.
And he wasn't allowed
He's
to
not allowed
borrow-
to drive his car. So
Wow.
I wasn't allowed to move cars, even though we were trying to film. I wasn't allowed to move cars. Don't get in the car, don't move it. I was like, I'm pretty sure Will knows how to drive a car. He drives them at 400 Ks an hour professionally. Don't touch the car. He hides his keys, and it's nuts. Like, it's because he's had his car stolen before. And he's like, no one's touching my car. No one's touching my car. Yesterday, about when we finished dinner, I found out that my father pulled up at a restaurant. This was on the news. That's how I found out, or people told me. My father pulled up at a restaurant. His girlfriend got out and went inside or whatever. And a man with a sawn-off shotgun grabbed the open door of the passenger side where the woman had gotten out and tried to carjack the car by trying to forcibly pull Dad out. And Dad is so nuts about his car that even though someone with a sawn-off shotgun, he's like, I'm not giving you my car, mate. And he just wouldn't give it to him. He's like, I'm not giving you my car. So they started wrestling. This guy has a sawn-off shotgun. And he's apparently crazed, like I think he was probably on meth or whatever. And he's like, not giving you my car, not giving you my car. And then the guy pulls him out of the car. And then Dad steps back and the guy points the sawn-off shotgun at him. And he goes, don't shoot, don't shoot. And then he's got his dog in the back, my dad. And the guy, like, doesn't shoot. Dad was just saying to me on the phone that he thought that maybe that's the reason that he said that he said he thought he connected with the guy or something. Anyway, I don't know.
Connected emotionally?
It's a really funny question. I don't know. It just sounded like he was kind of saying, like he got through to him or something. Like that he said, "Don't shoot me, don't shoot me," and it looked like that kind of.
So the shooter felt seen by your dad, and then that's what he needed to not complete the rampage.
Yeah, that's right.
Is feeling seen.
Well, thank you. I just wanted to feel seen. That's why I'm doing this. And he then got in the car with the gun. And then my dad goes, I'm getting my dog out. And so he opens the back door and grabs the dog, which I also think is like, I know that it's good that he did that, but it's also kind of crazy to also get your dog out of the car when a man with a sawn-off shotgun just got in. And then the police who were following this guy apparently just right then turned up with a SWAT team and then arrested the guy and tasered him. Or not in that order, obviously. But yeah.
I think that defies the Geneva Convention.
Yeah.
To arrest and then taser.
It's funny if you get the order wrong.
Yeah.
You've committed a war crime.
Yeah.
And you're disbanded or like kicked out of the force or whatever.
It's Abu Ghraib.
Yeah. They just got the order wrong.
Yeah, sorry, I get the order wrong.
Yeah.
While he was detained and neutralised, I proceeded to taser him.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what happened with the prisoners at the Abu Ghraib prison in Iraq. They were like, oh, wait, we were meant to torture them first, then imprison them. Got that mixed up. And, they tasered the guy. That's what happened to my dad yesterday. And it was in the news.
Yeah.
On local news. How fucking crazy is that?
It's more proof we're in a simulation, eh?
It's so weird, man. It's so weird.
And you were saying like not many people knew about it.
That's the crazy thing about the world we live in, is that the only people that texted me were just people I knew from Toowoomba. But actually, nobody really, just really close friends from Toowoomba and my family knew about it. No, not a single person outside of my immediate circle of family and friends from Toowoomba knew about it, because that doesn't even make the circle of news right now.
It's media silos.
Exactly.
Like local news is like when you see it on a TV in public, it's like a haunted museum exhibit.
Yes.
The sound's off. You've got no idea what's going. You're not really looking at it.
Broadcast TV feels like if an alien with Asperger's tried to make what they think like people like humans want to see. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very strange, cadence, color. It just looks weird.
It looks like no one's watching it when you look at it.
Right.
You're like, this looks like no one's watching it.
Yeah, it seems almost like
even the color grade or something. It's almost like a weird haunted house. You feel like you're in a haunted house when you watch Free to Air.
It's very bizarre, isn't it?
If that carjacker had gone on that local news station, probably just as many people would have seen it. Like if he'd gone onto the news and...
You mean it's seen it as in real life?
Yeah, it's like I feel like if you decapitated a news anchor, the cameraman would almost have to call the cops.
Because they're live on air and so few people are watching it.
Yeah, so few people would be watching it live. I don't think you'd get complaints.
Right.
If there was like a headless anchor, you just kind of think it was like, because the sound would be off, it'd be in the corner of a gym. You'd be like, they may be doing a prank thing to get ratings or whatever, but you'd be bored, you know?
Right. So few people are watching it that if you decapitated someone live on broadcast TV, no one would notice.
Yeah.
And the person who had to call the cops would be the cameraman because they're in the room.
Yeah. More of the crew would have seen it than like punters at home. I reckon. There'd be more people in the studio audience.
Man, it's so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird right now. I feel like everything... That's what I wanted to say before we got onto the dad thing. I had to get that out of the way. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, we were talking about it, like how everything just feels sort of upside down now. This is something I've been thinking about. I think this is a funny flip. In the early 2000s, even up to pretty recently, and I'm sure you know these people, I had conspiracy theorists, friends. I remember a dude on the Gold Coast used to smoke bongs with. He was always like, dude, there's a ring of pedophiles that runs society. Like that was a common conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Don't you reckon?
It was that UFOs.
UFOs, yeah. There's more recent ones like flat Earth and the moon landing. They're more recent, I think.
They're
But
obsessed. They're the planet ones. They're obsessed with the planets.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's either flat Earth or the moon didn't happen. They're very.
Yeah.
I think flat Earthers and moon landing denial probably a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
Because they're thinking about the surface of planets and whether you've landed on them or if they're flat.
It's very true, isn't it? There's a very planet. I never thought about it like that, but there is a planet-focused conspiracy mob.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fascinating that it is planets.
I always agree with them with whatever it is that they say.
Right.
Like the moon landing one, I like to go like a step further and be like, I don't even think Neil Armstrong left the house. Like there's no evidence he ever left the house.
Right. So you're saying he didn't even go into the studio, kind of thing.
They filmed it in his living room.
Right. So
you're refused to
like
leave.
yes-anding from an improv sense. You're going like, oh, the moon landing was fake. Yeah. I don't even think he actually went. Like it's not even Neil Armstrong.
Yeah.
In the footage or whatever.
Yeah. I think it's important to yes-and someone you've just met.
You always agree. You don't disagree.
Yeah,
you don't like the conflict.
Well, it's just also easier to converse with, like if you're at a party or something.
Just go with it.
Just lock in with the
yes.
The anti-vaxxer and just yes and.
Yes, I agree.
Because if you make an anti-vaxxer feel seen, they'll help you bury a body.
Yeah.
As well.
I know what you mean.
Like you'll get loyalty.
You'll get like agreeing with an anti-vaxxer or a flat earther is the deepest connection you can make with someone quickly.
Exactly.
They're like, I know conspiracy theorists do this. They say something crazy to you and they sort of reel back. Like, you know, they sort of look at you like that. Like, are you going to, you know what I mean? Like, because they're so used to people going, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean?
But like a lot of the
but if you say yes, it's just like, boom, you know?
You could literally be like, look, I need your help with something. By the way, you know, we were talking about blood clots and unexplained heart palpitations. I've committed a crime and I need help.
Yeah, you know how the other day, when you said that you were an anti-vaxxer and I agreed with you and so on, I've committed a murder and can you help me get rid of the body?
We just need to move it. I've buried it already, but if you could, like, I don't know if you've got a ute, we can just put tarp over it and move it somewhere else. And
Yep. And they're like, yep, no worries.
We'll talk more about the AstraZeneca and how it was manufactured.
Yeah, he's like, yep, no, that sounds good. It's just good to talk.
But like a lot of the conspiracy theories, they do seem closer to the truth, but sometimes the hang isn't as good.
Well, that's what I'm going to say.
They're not a good hang.
It's weird. That's what I was kind of building to. It's just weird that now a lot of the conspiracies have come true and nothing's changed. Do you know what I mean? It's a very strange time for, say, that guy who's like, there's an Illuminati, a group of people that sit above society that are pedophiles, and the CIA has video footage of UFOs. They were probably the two biggest conspiracy theories when I was growing up or older, like even more recently. Don't you reckon? Like they're probably the two top ones. There's a ring of people that sit above government. They're pedophiles, and the CIA has video footage of UFOs they won't release. Now they've released all that, and it's all true. Like there's emails between this group of people that sit above government. They are clearly pedophiles, and there are videos of UFOs that no one can explain.
There's been a vindication.
Yeah. So, but in a way, it's worse. Like in a way, before it was like, they're lying to us, man. They're lying to us, bro. They're never going to tell us the truth. The truth is out there, man. And we'll never know the truth. because they're big and powerful,
Yeah.
and we won't get to know the truth, right? But now it's like, yeah, oh, you were right. It is all true. Now what? You know what I mean?
It takes the fun out of it.
Yeah. That's a great way of putting it.
Because it's kind of fun to be gently oppressed.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, it takes the fun out of it for the conspiracy theorists.
Apparently when the Germans were running France, you know, the Vichy government?
Right. Which one was that?
That was like kind of a puppet government from the Nazis. But it was like, they would gently oppress the French. And the French, apparently, they were never happier than with the because there was something to rail against, you know? Like you'd meet up. It was kind of like there was a weird fun to COVID when you'd meet up and have small gatherings and talk about a cluster that had broken out. Like a Max Brenner or whatever.
I see what you mean. In a weird way, in postmodern culture, there are limited things to rally against in a strange way. But, but you know what I mean. Like, there's obviously things to rally against, but
so there might be a bittersweet element.
Well, it's just like if your whole personality is there's the truth out there, and we're rallying against these people that are hiding the truth from it, and then they tell you all the truth that you believed, and then it's like, now what do? You have to change your whole personality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like you hear those prisoners that don't want to get released.
Exactly, yeah.
Because they're used to like the geography of the prison cafeteria and the routine. Like they're used to being at the party, like making it weird at the table and stuff.
Exactly. What's the party they're making weird at the table?
Well, just them going on about conspiracies and everyone going, yeah.
Oh,
like,
the conspiracy theorists.
There's probably a weird enjoyment to like
100%.
to like introducing these ideas. But having said that, like I reckon anti-vaxxers probably drink a better quality of water than the general public.
Well,
like I'd rather have water at an anti-vaxxer's house than just a regular Joe.
Explain what you're saying here.
Because their distrust of government is so strong, they're going to have bottled, BPA-free. They're not drinking from the tap.
So what you're saying is they're conspiracy because they're conspiratorially against government and big corporations for their anti-vax policies and stuff. It means they also don't trust water and food.
Exactly.
Which is a weird Venn diagram overlap of an organic shop.
Yeah. Well, they've kind of crossed over now, the organic granola.
Well, I feel like going into an organic shop is like, right, it's like more right-wing than it's left, which is so weird.
That's another flip.
Don't you reckon? I know that, like...
Well, the organic shop, I find, I think it's like, it's a mix of people. It's like the healthiest person you've ever seen, or it's someone who's been told they have like an hour to live. Like there'll be a hunched over like hunchback of Notre Dame, like trying to like feverishly grab like all these health foods to like make up for a life of smoking meth or whatever. Like,
right, so
there's like a last ditch attempt, just like get the yogurt, the goat yogurt. This will help.
They're trying to quickly get a superfood.
Yeah, but the damage has been done.
Right. Or you see someone who's just like almost angelically healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hunchbacks never really got their time in the sun, did they? Where's their fun run?
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they never got... Like the hunchback would be a slur, surely.
The hunchback suffers from a similar thing to the dwarf where they've been colonized by fantasy.
Great point.
Like the hunchback is associated with Disney, which kind of screws up your NDIS
right.
status.
Yeah. Yeah. Never hear hunchback come up. I wonder what the correct term is. Just bad scoliosis.
Bad posture from sitting too much.
Scoliosis?
I mean, I do see hunchbacks a lot.
Do you really?
Well, like not a lot. I guess I reckon I'd see 6 a year.
You see 6 hunchbacks a year?
6, like I'm talking when it's like old, but they're L-shaped.
Oh.
Now, is that I don't know.
That's a hunchback for sure.
You know what I'm talking about?
If they're shaped
it's
of
like
an L.
Like they're shaped like an L.
Like an L.
Like
so you could put a cup of coffee on their back.
You could have a picnic on their back.
Right. So
because they move slow and you could move with them and eat
Right. So you're
snacks off their back.
You could eat snacks off.
Yeah. It's a snack.
So you could have a hunchback follow you around like a mobile table.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
That could be like an experience.
that could be very offensive.
Mm.
But they just never had their time in the sun.
They can't mobilize.
They what?
They won't mobilize.
Right. I see what you mean. It's quite literally. They're not going to gather in a protest form.
There's not enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the time you get the hunchback, it's often you're quite old.
It's too late. Yeah. It's the same reason why the elderly haven't really had their time either. Like as a marginalised group.
Not enough energy.
Hmm?
Not enough energy?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. You were saying that did you see what was that protest you saw? How do you say it?
Oh, the Falun Gong.
Falun Gong.
The organ harvesting.
You saw organ harvesting protest.
Well, I see it all the time.
Because I see them sitting with the sign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because you see it's like quite an obscure.
It's a very obscure protest. I just saw
not to say that it's not a big issue.
Yeah.
But
I think they need like a marketing strategist.
Yeah.
To just make the ideas really clear. Because there's a lot going on. With that one, it's not clear. Like Free Palestine is clear.
Very clear.
Like you can fit it on a thing. We all know what it is.
There's a flag. There's colours. There's the head thing, the scarf.
There's thousands of people.
Very
literally
clear.
Tens of thousands. People gather. There's colours. There's themes.
Yes.
They got mascots but then like the Falun Gong one.
I want to hear more about the Free Palestine mascot.
But it's got more like the Falun Gong organ harvesting one. It's just really confused because it's just more like a stall.
Yeah.
Or there is a few people walking with.
So there were people walking with.
They're walking with the pictures of the photos of organs.
What is it about that one? What is that one about?
That's the thing. You can't
quite
fit it
decipher.
You got to have it on one thing. We don't live in a world where it can be like they're harvesting them over there, but then we don't know who it is exactly. But stop it. It's got to. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be like this guy.
Yeah, you need the documentary. Like you need the famous photo of the pelican with all the plastic in its.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that sparked a whole movement against plastic.
You need an iconic mascot. You need a guy that's just like, I've got no organs now because of this.
I'm empty on the inside, literally.
But instead, they're like, I guess I don't. Yeah, I'm missing a kidney, but it was a big night.
Yeah, I see what you mean. They don't have the. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Because I don't even know. Is it the government doing it to them or?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You don't really Yeah.
I don't know if
there's not a color or a flag.
It's not connected to Taiwan, is it? Like that's all. You know, you start getting confused.
Yeah.
You're like, are they? Is this?
There's no chant.
Yeah.
From the kidney to the spleen.
Yeah. They need a megaphone. Do you know what? They need someone to get up and be like, my kidneys are gone.
Yeah.
You know? I got no kidneys.
Everyone's like, yeah, stop
and start,
this.
You know?
Yeah. Well, every conspiracy is connected with the Jews in the end. In the conspiracy world, I mean.
Right. That's like...
That's like where it ends up.
The board game.
Yeah, you need to tie...
It's a choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
But you all end up...
All conspiracy theorists...
It's like the airport. You all end up at the same airport.
It's like the airport.
Well, you're all coming in. Some people are coming in from Dubai. Some people are coming in from Prague. Some people are coming in from Zurich.
Oh.
But now we're in Dubai. And we've all come into this... And Dubai, in this case, is a metaphor for the Jews are responsible. But we've all come in on different routes.
I see what you mean. So one flight's the moon landing was faked. Another flight is, Hitler's still alive. Another flight is they're reptiles. Another flight, and they're landing all at the Jews.
Yeah.
Right. It's a big bustling international terminal.
Yeah. There's a food court, a simulated forest.
The banks landing smoothly. Oh, the banks have had a safe landing.
And the
military-industrial complex.
And you don't always
Hollywood
know. No, you don't. You're in the airport. You don't always know where everyone's come from.
The pedophiles.
Do you know what I mean? You don't always know.
The terminal's bustling.
Like I'm in the terminal. I'm like, I don't know how you got here, but we're here. Like I can't predict what flight path got you in the Dubai terminal.
Right. Mm.
Yeah, it's similar.
Oh, fuck. I'm not trying to be anti-Semitic here, but every conspiracy theorist, if you press them, it does end up at the Jews, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
They should have like organic ones that don't.
Right. Offshoots.
Yeah.
Trying to start a new one kind of thing, like a parallel, like this has got nothing to do with the Jews.
Yeah, we're in this other one.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah.
be, imagine that, a conspiracy theory that didn't end in anti-Semitism.
I'm trying to think of some, but they
Flat Earther, I think, is the most
Flat
organic
Earth-
one.
Flat
That's the
Earther
most, because you
viewer.
can't blame
that on
Jews.
the Jews.
That's, unless you're saying that it was round and they flattened it somehow. But it's,
Right.
yeah, that one to me seems, that's another thing, that one.
That makes a great point because people always tie money, power, influence back to Zionism and conspiracies to do with that.
But the Flat Earther one's wholesome.
The Flat Earther one is just, no, we've got nothing to do with anything. Like, it's so Bigfoot. Like, you know what I mean? Ones that are really out there. It's just like, this is so detached from reality and so unplausible that we can't even tie it to the Jews if we tried.
We've
And
tried,
They've tried.
but it's too...
There's a giant ice wall. The Earth is flat and it's a giant ice wall and the Earth is actually like a simulated... Because they say it's like a simulated, like a snow dome. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like an alien's giant snow dome.
But
And it's hard to bring that back to,
that's not one where you get red pilled into it.
Right.
That's, it's a different... Yeah, I'm trying to think of an example of what that one is like. Like it's away from the other ones.
Well, you just got to be radical to get away from the major international terminal, as you would say, the bustling, singular conspiracy that connects all.
Yeah.
Great example, and this is an obscure one, just for your own amusement. Have you heard of the Tartarian Empire?
No.
I was getting physio work done. Someone was my physio, I guess is what I'm saying. A physio I had told me about, he goes, yeah, well, that's, we don't really know what the history, we don't really understand history. Like, for example, the Tartarian Empire. And then I looked it up and there's this whole conspiracy theory that there was an empire called the Tartarian Empire and it was erased from history. But which sounds almost kind of like plausible, where you're like, oh yeah, so there was an empire that people covered up. That's not that crazy. But it's like happened recently and there's remnants of it. For example, one of the photos of theirs was that, the White House, that if you excavated it, there's this whole other building underneath it that has been covered over. Which, and the photo had tractors and stuff.
And this is your physio?
Yeah.
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 I bet he doesn't drink tap water.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to have water at his place.
Yeah. I mean, shame about the conversation. But
Yeah.
Can I have another glass, please, of your triple charcoal filtered tap water from, rain, like rainwater, triple filtered rainwater,
Yeah.
the purest water there is.
Because you won't even wash your hands with the tap.
Because his theory with the Tartarian thing is that someone destroyed the empire, erased it from history. So he even showed me a picture of like a mountain that sort of looked melted, and he was like, that was a Tartarian building that a laser melted. So it is like, it's like,
Yeah.
it's hard to bring that one back to the Jews.
Yeah.
As well. And also, as you say, he would have excellent water.
Yeah.
And he probably doesn't eat bread.
Yeah.
You
do have to be one step ahead of what the government deems safe. Like with tap water and stuff. Like,
yeah. You think they're gonna
they're
gonna say soon that it's
well, you just got to. I think you've always got to be one step ahead of what is seen as safe.
Right.
Like tap water, like I'm just going to take a guess that it's
Poison.
just
Filled
not
with
great.
chemicals. Yeah.
Because like that feels like safer than not thinking that.
Well, this is the thing, this is the whole theme of the podcast almost, is that everything that we thought was crazy is coming true. And if you toss into that, like Bill Cosby, the cleanest comedian, greatest comedian, family man, pro black rights and pro family. Essentially, he's obviously pro black rights, but pro family was his main thing. Marriage, family, kids. Marriage, family, kids. Even all that, Rolf Harris, all of them. Everything that we thought was normal and good is now not.
The veil has been
lifted.
The Wizard.
The Wizard and
What
Wizard
is
of
it?
the Oz.
Yeah.
And now he's just out with his dick out, walking around. Everyone's like, "There's the wizard that's pulling all the strings."
Right.
And everyone's just like, "Oh yeah." And now what? That's what I want to know.
The wizard's walking around naked, pushing a trolley full of broken fans.
Yeah, broken fans. That's an interesting twist.
Sorry, that's just someone I saw in Los Angeles.
You saw someone in Los Angeles pushing a baby's stroller.
I saw a guy with no pants pushing a trolley full of broken fans. Like broken desk fans, I mean.
Right.
And I just, like, it was kind of like scrap metal and fans and no pants. And
that's a strange combo.
Mm.
In New York, I saw a dude, trying to steal a fire escape. Like he was putting it in a shopping trolley as like a fire escape. It's like, what are you going to do with a fire escape?
Yeah. Monetize it?
Yeah, how do you yeah.
Is it a crypto thing that
Los Angeles, you'll see anything, man. I saw a dude at the gym jogging on a treadmill in a full 3-piece suit with a parrot on his shoulder. That's no joke. And nobody bats an eyelid because when you're in crazy all the time, nothing stands out.
Yeah.
They're in LA. It's falling apart. There's just people screaming and just running around and nothing stands out there. There's nothing you could do to stand out in LA as crazy.
I found it's not the most user-friendly place.
It honestly feels like if Brisbane got hit by the apocalypse happened in Brisbane and it's recovered. You know what I mean? It feels like a post-apocalyptic
Yeah,
city.
it's like Brisbane, but like Children of Men edition.
Yeah.
Where like Clive Owen's a dilapidated Cafe Nero. But there's like infrastructure that's falling down, but still you can buy a coffee with a loyalty card.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, it's very strange, isn't it?
But like I kept having like nostalgic flashbacks to Brisbane because like you'd look up a cafe and then it was like on top of a car dealership. Like when you're driving to Aspley and there's like those weird car dealerships.
Oh, yeah.
You know that weird space where it'll be like a car dealership and then a weird Mexican restaurant.
Yeah. And then like a funeral home and then a car yard and then like a garage and then like a restaurant and then like a house and then like a
But what was
cemetery.
weird is like LA is all of that. It's just all that.
It's just a mess.
It's just like you've got to get a 45-minute Uber to get a good coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to be on top of a place that does mobile repairs and it's not going to be next to another restaurant or a cafe or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a mess.
But there's palm trees.
Yeah. And Owen Wilson. You know what I mean? Like he's there as well.
He lives there.
Yeah, he lives there.
The actor.
The actor, just to clarify. Oh my God. Well, I think that would be a good place to end. Again, I'm on tour. Rathy's on tour. And I forgot to mention I'm going to be screening my film. The stars, my brother and I, I'm going to do a Q&A and I'm going to record an interview with my brother about what it was like acting in the film and stuff because he does a great job. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, so if you're a film nut, I'm screening that film, my film, during the Comedy Festival here in Melbourne and at the Brisbane Powerhouse after my Comedy Festival at Brisbane Powerhouse, if you're interested in that. Rathy's seen it. You've seen the film, haven't you?
Yeah. I loved it.
You loved it, yeah.
It's going to be at the Powerhouse as well.
Yeah. Just after I do my my show, I'm gonna screen it. Yeah. Like things aren't stressful enough. I'm like, add that to the mix.
Well, you might as well.
Yeah. Double up on the stress. No, it'll be fun. It's weird, screening a film because when you do stand up, you've got control over the audience's reaction. Like if it's not working, try this and that. Like you're controlling the audience's experience. But with a film, you can't stop it and go, oh, wait, rewind. I'm just going to re-edit this and play it again.
Right. It's like handing out a transcript of your stand-up set to the audience and watching them read it.
Right. You're going like, please enjoy. I can't control it once I hit play. And you're just sitting there sweating going, God, are people enjoying this? It's actually very nerve-wracking.
Because there's no control.
There's no control. Yeah.
Some people love that, but yeah, surrender.
Got to learn to surrender. Well, guys, thanks for listening. We will see you next time.